We step into the world of big dreams, big moves, and big money. It's the Big Cheese Miami Recruiting and NIL Report with Manny Navarro. After 40 years, the Big Cheese remains dedicated to serving the finest Italian dinners, pizza, pasta, subs, and salads. All of their pasta is imported from Italy and cooked fresh every day. Visit BigCheeseMiami.com. Now, let's find out who's the Big Cheese the Miami Hurricanes are working on with insider Manny Navarro.
All right, let's get into a little recruiting and, of course, get into a little delicious food. You go visit my friends at the Big Cheese, 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue there. Check it out. Just great people, man. I'm telling you. And the employees have been there 15, 20, 25 years. It's crazy. Yep. 40 years of getting it done. When you're in the business for 40 years, your food must be exceptional. So go visit my friends at the Big Cheese. All right, Manny. Let's Tennessee. What's this whole 10% fee ticket thing before I get into UM? Because I don't know, is Miami going to start doing this? What the hell is going on?
Yeah, big story this week, at least from the college football fans' perspective. Tennessee announced a price hike for football tickets starting next season, with the increase specifically going to help pay players. It's 10%. They called it a 10% talent fee, Big O. That's what the athletic director, Danny White, announced this week. And basically, they're trying to be very upfront about what their intentions are with this. And I kind of found it refreshing, because a program like Tennessee, who started to turn things around. Let's not forget, Tennessee's been through the ringer too, right? Since Philip Fulmer had success there, and they had Peyton Manning and T. Martin and all those guys that won the last national championship. I think, they've gone through it. Now they're starting to come out of it, starting to have success. They have a team that's, I think, number 6 or number 7 right now in the country. They're going to go play at Oklahoma this week, should win that game, could be a contender for a national title. So I think, this is another sign of the ever-changing world that we live in with NIL, and the fact that an athletic director came out and literally called it talent fee kind of made me laugh, because that's just, again, another sign of the world we're living in.
Well, and so is that something that you're going to see other teams do? Because, you got some balls doing that if you're Tennessee when you haven't won jack crap in forever. And so if you're a team that's constantly winning and you're Alabama and you're Georgia and you do something like this, I kind of get it,
Right.
If everybody wants you to get this recruit and that recruit. Well, yeah, we got to pay for it. Well, why don't you help us pay for it? Here you go. So you kind of create another collective from the fan base. You expect this to catch on?
Yeah, I think you're going to see, just like anything else in life, right? Remember when the airlines didn't charge us for baggage fees? Then all of a sudden somebody decided, we're going to start charging you for bags, right? I forget who it was. I don't know if it was Delta who started it. Then all of a sudden, a year later, everybody was charging baggage fees, right? $50 to put to check your bag. So I think, yes, without question, this is something that will spread like wildfire in college football. Now, is everybody going to come out and say it's a quote unquote talent fee? I don't know about that, right? I mean, could Florida State really come out right now and say, hey, we're going to charge you guys a talent fee when they've raised all this money to pay Mike, to pay Mike Norvell as coach, and then to give him a big raise, and then $12 million for their NIL collective to go 0-3. No, it's not going to be smart to come out and say that in the middle of an 0-3 start. But I think a lot of teams across college football are going to start raising ticket prices and pass more NIL fees onto the fans who are already paying a boatload of money to these collectives. And look,
you better win. You better win, because if you don't win, they're going to tell you, 100%. I'm not paying any more for you. That's it. Because if that means I'm paying for the players too. Oh, and you're not winning? Screw you, bro. You know what I'm saying? True FinFan put out, inflation's killing everybody with that. You know what I mean? We've been in a recession for well over a year, you know, so it's like we got people in the government. No, the inflation is transitory. Get the hell out of here, transitory. I just read a story that our savings in America, our savings accounts, are at all-time lows.
Yep.
All-time lows. Americans have the least amount of money in their savings account in years. And that's a sign. And now you're going to charge more. Are you kidding me, dude? That's where you're going to start losing people. You're going to start losing people because not everybody's going to win. So not everybody can collect that money and justify it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be tough.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's one thing we're definitely going to see more and more of. And I think we've already started to see it where people would much rather get involved with directly paying players than giving the money to the school and trusting the school with that money to make the right decisions. Like people used to give money blindly for facilities. Oh, we need to upgrade facilities. Look at the University of Miami, right? They basically put their plans on hold for that forever football facility that they wanted to make. Why? Well, they got to win. They got to get fans to believe in Mario, and to say, hey, wait a minute, this thing really is going in the right direction. So I think that's the world we live in now. And if Miami wins this year, they get to the semifinals and they're in the college football playoff and they're winning ACC championships. Then people are gonna be much happier to hand over their money.
It's as delicious as a big cheese garlic roll.
Exactly.
Okay. You have that kind of season. That's like eating at the Big Cheese. You feel like the Big Cheese. All right. So there's a Malachi Flynn in the NBA. Could there be a Malachi coming to the Miami Hurricanes?
Yes, Malachi Tony, wide receiver.
Oh, it's Malachi, not Malachi.
Malachi, it's okay. Hey, listen, I have a close family friend. We kind of tease him because we call him Malachi just to mess with him because of the way it's spelled, but it's Malachi. Yes, Malachi Tony was part of the 2026 recruiting class.
I think the other guy's called Malachi. Actually,
he might actually
think his name is Malachi Flynn. Actually, so that's why. So okay,
I got you.
Malachi.
All right, well, it makes sense. Yeah, Malachi is a really talented speedy receiver, kind of a Santana Moss type to me. At American Heritage High School, 5'11", 185 pounds. Been committed to Miami since August of 2023. Was part of the 26 class, so he's been a commitment for well over a year. Now he's going to join the 25 class. Miami didn't have a very deep receiver class this year. In terms of guys that are committed right now, there's other guys that they're certainly after that they're trying to flip. Some guys that are committed to Florida as well, that they're looking to poach from them. So I think, to get Tony into the 25 class is a good pickup because he's the kind of guy that could come in and replace an Xavier Restrepo in the slot and be an explosive slot or outside receiver. And so I like him. And I think that's a nice development for Miami to strengthen this 25 class and get a guy in even earlier. And as you can see, there's some guys, this reclassifying thing is happening more and more in college sports. Guys are graduating early. They're doing what they need to do so they can get into campus early and start. Alabama has a guy that was part of this last class who, if you watch the Wisconsin game, he absolutely blew up. He reclassified from the 25 class to the 24 class and had a huge game against Wisconsin. His name's escaping me right now, but I wrote about him last year when he was Ryan Williams, the receiver, Ryan Williams. He's only 17 years old and he blew up against Wisconsin. So, I think receiver is one of those positions where you can make the jump early from high school and be really effective even in year one.
Well, I can peruse through the menu and look at the Meat Lovers Pizza, the big cheese, the big chicken pie, the Miami slice, by the way, which has sweet baked ham, creamy ricotta cheese, pineapple topped with cinnamon. That is an interesting one there. The jumbo shrimp cocktail, Grandpa's buffalo mozzarella, which is so good. I've had that actually myself, the fried calamari. My daughter loves that. The chicken fingers, all kinds of stuff. They've got a kids menu. Go check it out at the Big Cheese, 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue. We're going to be broadcasting live on October 8th. It's a Tuesday, so come on out. We're going to bring out a bunch of prizes, giveaways, all kinds of big old shirts and stuff. And Manny might even go by that day if he can to join us that day at the Big Cheese. And, of course, follow my man Manny on Twitter at Manny_Navarro and subscribe to the Athletic so you can get the latest on the Big Cheese that is going to sign with the Miami Hurricanes. Manny, have a beautiful weekend, my brother. I hope you have half the weekend that I'm going to have here because I already started off with a Paul Weller concert last night.
Nice.
It's amazing. Got a Crowded House concert on Saturday. Going to meet a bunch of Dolphins on Saturday. And then Sunday, we got the pre and post. And then we're back on Monday. So I hope you have half the weekend that I'm going to have. All right, my brother?
You enjoy it, brother. I will. I'm driving to Tampa tomorrow, and I will be back home Sunday morning watching the Finns game at 4:00 on my television. So
will you go to Burns? Because then that really that makes the whole trip even.
I would love to, but I got my daughter's playing in a basketball tournament tomorrow. The other one's got a game at 1:00, so I'm going to try to sneak all that in before I drive across the state to Tampa.
Okay, yeah, it's too much. You're juggling it.
Juggling a lot, but next time I'm in Tampa for sure.
All right, Manny. Much love, my brother. Have a great weekend. I hope the girls do great in their games and have success. Appreciate you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Take care.
There you go. The Big Cheese, NIL, and Recruiting Report.
You've been listening to the Big Cheese Miami Recruiting and NIL Report with Manny Navarro. At the Big Cheese Miami, they continue to purchase the same high-quality ingredients that the most expensive Italian restaurants use. The difference is they serve large portions at a family price. Visit the Big Cheese at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue in Miami. Call 305-662-6855 or go to thebigcheesemiami.com. Go Canes!